Welcome to Richard Mabey Presents.
Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. It's Monday, April 15th, 2024, in the morning, tax day. Da-na-na-na-na. Tax day. um, I made a decision. I decided to share my little hallway collection, my little hallway display of scout patches and two of my absolute favorite prints, uh, prints of paintings, framed prints of farm life, and I have two scout ribbons. So I figured, I'll share that with my YouTube friends. Why not? So at one time, a few months ago, when I first, well, actually, maybe was it beginning of January or so, February, when I first got diagnosed with HCM, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. I said, hey, I've got all these scout patches, scout ribbons. It would be so great to, before I pass away, to start a Boy Scout museum. And then I looked into, like even the smallest little storefront, like in a little storefront just outside the villages, so like in Wildwood or Fruitland Park, and you're looking at at least $2,000, and then you have air conditioning. You have to it would be perpetual care after my passing for somebody to be in the foyer. How much do you charge for admission fee? Maybe they say $5, and then is it really going to evoke that much interest for people to come to the museum and check it out? I don't know. And then there's a whole factor. I don't want to get involved with it. It's very controversial, that scouting in the last 5 years or so, or 6 years or whatever it is, has gotten a bad rep. So, but the thing is, my scouting memorabilia, I said, well, I'm going to create this. I'm going to create this hallway display, and I can enjoy it, from now for the time that I have left in this physical body on this planet. So I said, hey, why not? It brings a little joy to my life, So, and my doubles, I think what I'm going to do is the patches that I have doubles. Some I have doubles. I'm going to have my sister put them on her Mercari store. So that's that. Pay your taxes. I set mine in a while back. So, okay. Without further ado, here is my Boy Scout memorabilia, patches, and ribbons hallway display. Dun, 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 ba, ba, ba. So, YouTube friends, this is my collection, my hallway collection of scout patches and two of my favorite Life on the Farm prints, and just two of scout ribbons. But I've been thinking a lot about it. And at one time, and this is a work in progress, I do have a lot more, quite a few more scout patches to put up here in my hallway display. But at one time, when I was first emotionally and psychologically dealing with the fact that I have HCM, which stands for hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. And that's basically a fancy way to say that the ventricles, my heart muscle is getting thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker and is becoming more and more rock-like, so that it's losing its flexibility. The heart is losing its ability to pump out the blood into the body effectively. HCM, there's no really nice way to put it. HCM is basically a death sentence. And it takes a lot of kind of a certain slight. Hey, there's Bucky. Oh, I love this patch here. Please be careful. Prevent forest fires. You know, it's interesting thing. Smokey for years was misnamed, in that I always grew up as a child particularly in grammar school, they would have literature, Smokey the Bear, and now he is to be referred to as Smokey Bear. I suppose they took his middle name of the out. Like you don't say Top Cat from the comic strip, the cartoon. You don't say Top the cat, you know, or you don't say Bugs the bunny, you know. Yeah, so at one point I had thought about, and I do have other scouting memorabilia, and I thought, gee, you know, it'd be wonderful to have like a little scout museum, you know, maybe a little vacant storefront. And I know in these little towns, just in the outermost regions of the villages, a lot of storefronts, you know, Main Street storefronts are available. But even there, you know, it's about $2,000 per month rent. And how, you know, there's air conditioning, security, all those factors. So, you know, I had thought, well, maybe it would be a great idea to have a little scouting museum, scouting memorabilia museum. And then more and more I thought about it. You have to have somebody, you know, do the guided tour, or at least be at the front door in the foyer. Maybe you say you get a nominal, you say $5 to go through the museum. Oh, this is a beautiful patch. This is my dad's. My dad was in the 7th Army Air Corps during World War II in Hawaii. And that's the symbol for the 7th Army Air Corps. Yeah, my dad was not in the Air Force. There was no Air Force in World War II. He was in the Army Air Corps. And this stands for National Campers and Hikers Association. This is one of my pride and joys here. This is from 1958, and I was 5 years old then, so obviously I wasn't a scout. But one of the older scouts from, it actually was one of the older scouts, his older brother or his older cousin had 2 of those patches, and he gave one to me, which was, I really appreciate it. But, you know, I look at this this is a work in progress, by the way. But I look at this and I say, yeah, it has great value and meaning to me. But say John and Jane Doe, say if I were to get a storefront on Main Street, Wildwood, just outside the Villages, would people really, come to the museum? Would they even care? And sadly, justified or not, I don't want to get involved with that. But, scouting, say like in the last 5 years, scouting has gotten kind of a bad rap, which really breaks my heart. I don't want to get into the whole controversy of it, but for me, scouting was a fun thing. I learned a lot. I learned pioneering. I learned how to build a tower, a signaling tower. I learned semaphore. I learned Morse code. I learned life-saving, swimming and life-saving. I learned a lot about first aid. I learned a lot about cooking outdoors and hiking the Appalachian Trail. Oh gosh, where is my Appalachian Trail patch? Oh, there it is. This patch was hard-earned. I must have hiked the Appalachian Trail at least 7 or 8 times. Dad and I hiked the Appalachian Trail with Boy Scout Troop 170. And each sojourn along the wooded trail of the Appalachian Trail was about a week long. And it really changes your life because everything's on your back. Everything's on your back. I love this Appalachian Trail patch. Maine to Georgia. No, this is not a scouting patch, Lincoln Park Public Works. But yeah, this is, I like this one. I just like the way this one looks. But yeah, this is my old, I like this print. I just love this print. This was in, what was the movie? If You Build It, They Shall Come. The baseball movie. I forget the name of the title right now. But yeah, the old, I love this print here. Yeah. This is one of my pride and joys. From 1963, decade encampment. I was a Weeblo scout, and we went on the big decade encampment, and it was a lot of fun. Each patch is a memory. I mean, every single patch is a memory. So there it is. So, well, anyway, my point is that I don't know. I've sort of abandoned the idea of having a scout museum. So, YouTube friends, as they say in showbiz, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. So I hope you enjoyed this little presentation of my Boy Scout patches and memorabilia, 2 of my Scout ribbons that I have, and it's fun. And every patch is a memory. So I got to get some honey and tea. Got to get some honey and tea this morning. It's got the sore throat thing. So yeah, and as always, thank you for watching. And please do, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the like button. And also leave some comments. Why not? And to subscribe doesn't cost you anything. There's no trick. There's no asterisk. You just subscribe, hit the bell, and that lets you know when I put up new YouTube videos. So wrap it up here. Got the old Mickey Mouse shirt on, Mickey Mouse sweatshirt on, and the old Homestead Miami Speedway baseball cap. So stay stay positive, stay healthy. I messed it all up. Stay happy, stay positive, stay healthy. This is Richard Mabey signing off.